wonder what a new real estate agent really does all day. Forget the glossy brochures, the reality TV stuff. Today on The Deep Dive, we're kind of pulling back the curtain.
Yeah, let's get into it.
We're looking at a new agent's unvarnished day, and we're drawing insights from Episode 5, Day in the Life of a New Agent.
It's a good source, very practical.
Right. Our mission here is to cut through the usual ideas, the misconceptions, and really show the practical foundational work.
The stuff that actually builds success.
Exactly. What does that day-to-day grind actually involve? Because, spoiler alert, it's not just showing homes all day.
Definitely not. And our material, it tackles that perception head on right from the start.
Oh, yeah. How so?
Well, it opens with this really candid confession from a new agent. They basically said they pictured, glamour at first.
Okay, I can see that.
But that vision, it faded pretty quickly. Reality set in.
A stark contrast then. The agent actually says, when I started, I pictured glamour, but then almost immediately, the truth was more phone calls, emails, and follow-ups than I imagined. That's a classic expectation versus reality, isn't it?
It really is. And it's such a crucial point to grasp early on.
Why is that?
Because that initial reality, all those seemingly mundane tasks, the calls, the emails, it wasn't just busy work.
Okay.
The source explicitly states that this work laid the foundation for success.
Ah, okay. So it's essential even if it's not exciting.
Precisely. It's kind of a universal truth, isn't it? The foundational stuff, often repetitive, that's the bedrock. Doesn't matter if it's real estate or, anything you're building from scratch.
That's a really key takeaway right at the start. So, okay, if we strip away the perceived glamour, what does that foundational work look like day to day?
Well, our deep dive, it zeroes in on 4 core tasks. These really define where a new agent's time goes.
4 core tasks. What are they?
They're pretty distinct. Prospecting, marketing, learning, and showings.
Okay, let's unpack those a bit. Prospecting. When I hear that for a new agent, I immediately think, cold calls. Is that right?
It can be part of it, yeah. But prospecting is broader than just that.
Okay.
It's really about the active pursuit of potential clients. It's the absolute lifeblood for someone starting out.
So finding the people to work with.
Exactly. It is those phone calls, emails, and follow-ups we mentioned. But it's also tapping into your network, nurturing contacts, asking for referrals.
Right.
You're basically building a client base from zero, actively creating opportunities, not just, waiting for the phone to ring.
That makes sense. You have to actively hunt for the business. Okay, what about marketing then? How does a newbie handle that? I mean, no established brand, probably not a huge budget, no long list of sales yet. It feels a bit like a chicken and egg problem.
It can feel that way, yeah. But early stage marketing isn't usually about massive ad campaigns.
Okay, so what is it then?
It's more about consistent, authentic self-promotion. Using your personal network, setting up a professional online presence.
Like social media, a basic website.
Exactly. Even just a polished profile helps. It's about clearly communicating who you are, what you offer, and why someone should work with you.
So planting seeds for your brand, not expecting a huge harvest immediately.
You got it. Building reputation, one connection, one post at a time.
Okay. Next up was learning. Is this just about getting the initial license, passing the exams, or is it more involved?
Well, it's definitely an ongoing process, absolutely. Learning goes way beyond those initial certifications.
Oh, so?
For a new agent, it means continuous education. Staying current on market trends, which change constantly.
Right.
Understanding local regulations, which can be complex and shift. Figuring out what clients actually need, because that evolves too.
So mastering contracts, negotiation tactics, that kind of thing.
Yes, and refining their service constantly. It's not a static task you just check off a list. It's dynamic, essential for growth, and it directly impacts how well they can actually help their clients.
That feels really vital, especially in a market that moves so fast. Okay, and the last one, showings.
Ah, yes, showings.
This is the one everyone pictures, right? Agents opening doors, walking people through houses. How does this fit in with all the other less visible stuff?
Showings are, they're the visible culmination of all that prep work we just talked about.
The tip of the iceberg kind of thing.
Exactly. You can't effectively show a home if you haven't prospected to find the client in the first place.
Right.
Marketed yourself so they trust you, and learned about the market, the specific property, and what that client actually wants and needs.
So it's much more than just unlocking a door.
Oh, much more. It requires serious preparation, deep market knowledge to answer tough questions on the spot, and really understanding the client's desires to point out what matters to them. It rests on that huge amount of work beneath the surface.
Okay, that paints a much clearer picture. So how do these 4 pillars, prospecting, marketing, learning, showings, actually play out in a typical day?
Well, the source material gives us a really helpful sample schedule. It helps visualize how these activities fit together.
Great, let's walk through that, starting with the morning.
Okay, morning. The sample day highlights emails, follow-ups.
Why start there? Seems administrative.
It might seem that way, but it's incredibly strategic. Starting with emails and follow-ups ensures you're organized, responsive, and you build momentum for the day.
So it ties back to prospecting.
Directly. It's the immediate hands-on part of it. You're jumping on leads, nurturing those existing connections, staying top of mind so people remember you.
And it stops things falling through the cracks.
Precisely. It sets a proactive tone, keeps that pipeline filled. Crucial discipline.
Okay, makes sense. Then moving into midday, the schedule shows. Training, previews, what's going on there?
Midday is often dedicated to really crucial developmental work. Training links straight back to that learning pillar we discussed.
Right, the continuous education.
Yeah, enhancing skills, understanding new market data, maybe mastering some new software or tool.
And previews, what are those?
Previews are when agents actually go out and physically visit properties. Maybe ones new to the market or ones that might fit a current client.
So homework for showings?
Essentially, yes. It's about knowing the inventory firsthand, assessing properties properly, building that informed perspective before they present options to clients. It's vital groundwork for doing effective showings later on.
Got it. Groundwork. And then finally, the evening. This is often when clients are free after work, right?
Usually, yes.
The sample day lists. Evening, showings, negotiations. These feel like the main event, the high-stakes stuff.
They absolutely often are. Evening hours typically become the most client-intensive time.
Okay.
Showings, obviously, are when agents are actually presenting properties, using all that knowledge from previews and learning, and negotiations. Well, that's where their skills in communication, their market knowledge, their understanding of the client, it all comes together to try and secure the best deal.
Sounds intense.
It can be. These activities demand a lot of flexibility, quick thinking, and applying all those foundational skills they've been honing through prospecting and learning. It's where all the earlier, maybe less glamorous work translates into actual tangible results.
A real culmination, like you said. Okay, and pulling this all together, our deep dive highlights one specific, really powerful quick tip. What is it?
The quick tip. Yes, it's simple but profound.
Lay it on us.
Time block lead generation first thing.
First thing in the morning, before anything else.
That's the idea. Its strategic importance is huge. It basically ensures that the most crucial task, lead generation, prospecting, actually gets done.
Why is that so important to block out first?
Because it's often the easiest thing to procrastinate on, right? It can always give you that immediate satisfaction. It can feel a bit daunting, especially when you're new.
Yeah, I can see that.
So by time blocking it first thing, before the day's other demands start pulling you in different directions, the agent makes sure this fundamental activity happens consistently.
And that directly impacts their pipeline, their long-term growth.
Exactly. It builds the business.
You know, that's a principle that has really broad appeal, that simple time-blocking strategy.
Yeah.
It isn't just for real estate agents.
Not at all.
You could apply that to any goal, personal or professional, where there's foundational work that's essential, but maybe, not very glamorous and easily pushed aside.
Absolutely. It forces you to prioritize what truly builds long-term success, not just what feels urgent in the moment.
So as we kind of bring this deep dive full circle then, it seems really clear that the popular image of a real estate agent, well, it's often just the shiny surface.
Very much so.
The reality, as this deep dive shows, is built on consistent, often, let's be honest, unglamorous tasks. But it's that disciplined execution, the emails, the follow-ups, the constant learning that really forms the foundation for success.
Indeed. I think the main takeaway for you, the listener, is this. An agent's days might not always look glamorous from the outside.
Right.
But every one of those foundational actions is actively building their business. It just underscores the huge value of persistent, fundamental effort, even when it feels like nobody's watching.
That behind-the-scenes grind.
That's what underpins success, whether you're selling homes or, frankly, pursuing any other significant goal.
And for those listening who might be thinking about this path or just interested in applying these principles, the source also mentioned a practical resource.
It did, yes. Thriveinrealestate.org.
Thriveinrealestate.org. What's the idea there?
Well, it's designed specifically to help, especially new agents, structure their days more effectively. The source says it can help you organize your schedule to grow faster.
So it offers a tangible next step.
Exactly. For anyone curious about that structured growth, managing their time better in their own ventures, it's about turning these insights into, actionable steps.
A practical path forward. Okay, great. So as you go about your day, we want to leave you with this provocative thought to chew on. What unglamorous but absolutely essential tasks might you be overlooking or maybe deprioritizing in your own work, your own goals?
Good question.
And how might a simple commitment like time blocking those foundational activities first thing, how might that fundamentally redefine your path to success, much like it does for a new real estate agent who's building their business literally from scratch?
Something to really think about.
Definitely. Think about it, and we'll catch you on the next Deep Dive.